following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Should be a wet one, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And certainly deserving of that MVP award. Just a year ago, 28 touchdown passes, but it was just 6 interceptions, and that's really where the improvement has come. We've all seen the size, the speed, the big arm, Mike, since he's come into the league. But now that the negative plays are going down, really the next step for him, really the only thing left on that resume is to go out and try to get that Lombardi Trophy.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll run the draw with Cook. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return, Olszewski. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the 1st-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's 3rd and 2. A carry here for Tracy. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on 3rd down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that 1st tackle, and pick up 1st down.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Scatterboo. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They'll run with Hook. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Abdul Carter, number 3 overall selection. There for the stop.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
4th down. Here's Allen. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Play is a turnover on down.
The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Giants.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
In motion, it's Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Scalaboo. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Dart going to keep this on a zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. With slant into the hands of Shakir. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page. And when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on third down. Here's Allen. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
A gain of 9 yards.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Cook. Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
A design run here for Allen. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 12 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll run again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move out to a 7-3 lead.
Giants 3.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. On the play fake, here's Dart. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
On second down, Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Matt Milano on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Motion man is Hyatt. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Scatterboo. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still 1st down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic 1st down.
A run up the middle with Cook. Finding room to the 20. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
It is a
yards.
gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's Cook. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen going to give this to Davis. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Loss of 2 on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's third down and goal. Throwing is Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills go out to a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3. Once again, it's Scatterboot. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's third and 7. Throwing, dart. He'll step up and run.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On first down, it's Allen. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
On second down, Cook trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Man in motion is Coleman. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Bootleg. Here is Dart. Flushed to his left. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Got the center that time, John Michael Schmitz. To the throw is Dart. Now he takes off. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Dart. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Dart. He'll try to run for it.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
On fourth down, it's hammer time. The Scottish hammer. Jamie Gillen on to kick. Back deep for Buffalo is Brandon Codrington. Now the return, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
Javon Holland on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd down, they need 7. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Once again, it's Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
19 yards.
19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
And that's an
line.
important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Dart. Flush to his right. He'll step up and run this. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On the draw, here's Scatterboot. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
34-yard line.
Here's a toss to Scatterboot, heading right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now, Allen. And downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the 2nd half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild 2nd half to come. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Operating from the gun, it's done. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, a run with Scatterboot. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Dart. Taking off, he'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll run the draw with Cook. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
He gets this complete to Shakir. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. Hook. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They're going to go jet sweep on third down. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Interesting. You don't see a lot of jet sweeps on third down. It seems to be more of like a first and second down call because it kind of goes with more of the under center run game and play action game. So they go to it on third down. Really nice job there by the defense. Non-traditional play call. Good discipline. They're able to bring up fourth down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Olszewski now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On the zone read, it's a give to Scatterby. Shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Giants first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Scatterby. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Dart going to fake the give and hold on to it. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Scatterby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Third and short. Here's Dart. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A play fake, now Dart. He's going to tuck it and go.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Second down and 3. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll run. It's Scatterboo. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
At the 14-yard line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. He'll try and get there, and he will score! Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
16. Giants 13.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3. In motion, Shakir. Once again, it's Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action here with Dart. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Motion man is Hyatt. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. We'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Giants, first down.
So interesting play call here, Mike, right? So 3rd and short, we're used to seeing people just run it up the middle, just pick up a fresh set of downs. But so often, if you know exactly how the defense is going to align in there tight, there's a great opportunity to get the ball on the edge with some speed and pick up that first down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Once again, it's Scatterbrain. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
We'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run straight ahead. That's Scatterbrain. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. And that is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one's right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Whoa! And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So now they'll throw it with Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. He'll try and run here with Cook. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. They'll run the draw with Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Dart going to keep this on his own read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Trying to connect with Cam Scattaboo coming out of the backfield. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Giants sending out their punter. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First and 10.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 5. From the gun, here is Allen. We'll swing this out to Johnson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short.
Still third down.
So, instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. Man in motion is Coleman. To the air on third down, here's Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bills first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Here's Moore now. He gets it on the jet sweep. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's second down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll drop to throw. This is caught at 2.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before third and inches. They'll run with Cook, and he barrels his way into into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Makes the score Bills 23, Giants 16.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Olszewski now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here is Jackson, Dart, and the Giants down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 seconds to go. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Forced out wide. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. He'll take this forward for about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
It is 2nd down and 5. To throw is Dart. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. 3rd down coming up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They try to work the screen with Scatterboot.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's 2nd and 2. Dart gonna throw it again. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So a road win here for the Bills. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.